Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're gonna be taking a look at r/am I the asshole, where it is damn near impossible to believe that OP's ex-girlfriend is actually this stupid. You have been warned. Let's begin. My brother-in-law believes my sister-in-law is cheating with a male coworker. Posted by Reddit user HarmNasty64.
Long story, so bear with me. I'm looking to get advice for him on what the proper actions are for him next. So this situation has been going on for about a month. They had some sort of verbal exchange which resulted in both of them leaving the house and getting away from each other for a bit. Sister-in-law said she was staying with a friend 1 hour and 30 minutes away, while brother-in-law was staying 10 minutes away with his brother. This is my wife's sister. We're only 30 minutes away. Her parents are 5 minutes from their home. She has another sister in town that is also 5 minutes away from their home. We all offered up our home's spare beds, yet she insisted on being an hour and a half away from everyone. Personally, I thought it was idiotic considering she works 20 minutes from her house, but then to be 1.5 hours away from home and drive back and forth every day is just dumb in my opinion. So she has been doing a good job of avoiding conversations that need to be had. Finally, this weekend she visits one day. Brother-in-law puts a GPS tracker in her car and we come to find out she's been at a male coworker's house at least the past 2 nights, which is 7 minutes away from their house. It's kind of just outside of town, almost countryside, just a side road that we typically don't travel down. Well, yesterday at lunchtime, the GPS pinged her at Rite Aid, which is similar to CVS or Walgreens. There's not a lot of food options at those places for lunch, just make my observation. Then after work she was pinged at Walmart for 5 minutes. Then back to coworker's house for the rest of the night. I don't know about everyone else, but feels like she knew what she was after when she went. My guess is she got a pregnancy test at Rite Aid. It was positive. Then she wanted to double check after work and ran into Walmart and got another test. I get it's a lot of assuming, but that's what the human brain does. He has taken pictures of her car in the driveway, parked in the garage, and even video of her moving the car into the garage. What's the next move? Does he need more proof for legal reasons? Just want to help the guy out. He doesn't deserve this. In our state, if she is pregnant he'll have to wait 9 months to get a paternity test before the divorce could go through.
She's definitely been cheating with the coworker and lying to everyone for a while now. Time to out her publicly. And also, OP, what does your wife have to say about all of this? I'm sure she knows something about the way her sister operates, and I hope that she falls on the principle and on the side of the betrayed rather than her sister's side. Otherwise, there should be 2 divorces happening to their family soon. And now for today's second story. My wife did some secret spicy photo session a while back, but I haven't seen the pictures. Should I address? Posted by Reddit user Palpitation Careful.
Okay Reddit, I have a conundrum. Wife and I have a good relationship. 2 kids, so obviously intimacy has been downhill the past few years. A few months back, my young son was on his iPad hanging out with me while I watched TV. Dad, is this mommy? Her iCloud is linked to his iPad. What was on the screen was a photo she had taken of her computer screen, which showed proof of a professional boudoir photo shoot. This was 3 months ago. We had a significant anniversary coming up, so I thought she took them for that. Anniversary passed and nothing. Father's Day was yesterday and nothing. My birthday is not till the end of the year. Also of note, we got a UPS delivery 3 weeks ago when I was home and received the package. That morning, my wife told me she was getting a package and to not open it. We share an Amazon account, so often open others' Amazon packages as nearly always it's for the kids or random products around the house. I am 99% sure she's not actively cheating on me. She has a set schedule then picks kids up after school, so physical cheating I'm not even sure when that would happen. I do not look at her phone or similar, so I can't confirm if she's been texting some dude. I have not really cared about the photos, but now I'm more curious than anything. Knowing what I know, would you address with your significant other? Again, I didn't go snooping. My son legit pulled up the pic on the iPad, so I have a legit defense against it. Is there a point when you'd address? My birthday is not for months, so why would she get them taken so far in advance if for that? Maybe they're just for herself. Would love any advice. Edit after reading tons of comments. Okay, so first, thank you to everyone for providing thoughtful feedback, especially those women who have done a similar photo shoot and shared their experience with it. I have no reason to believe my wife is cheating on me. As for getting this done under my nose, every few weeks she gets her hair done or a manicure, pedicure, so I'm assuming she did this and told me she was having one of the former done. I'm going to let it play out until my birthday in early Q4. I've already waited 3 months, I can wait another 3 to 4. She's not overly voyeuristic, so if in fact this is for my birthday, and she just took a long game approach, she has the right to a full surprise moment, given that really is part of the fun of it. If my birthday comes and goes, I will for sure mention the pics, using my kid discovering them as the way into that convo. That said, my radar is up a bit, and if my spidey sense goes off in the coming months, or I see breadcrumbs of something happening, I will address with her. I promise to update this thread when there's resolution. Thank you all again.
Okay, so first, serious question. Why are people in relationships so afraid of going through the other's mobile devices? You're together, for fuck's sake. Having an open phone or account policy should be natural. As for your conundrum, OP, just confront your wife, dude. In fact, why are you not bothered by the fact that your wife just stripped naked in front of a bunch of people for a photo shoot? For me, this is just unacceptable behavior for a married woman. Oh, what's that? You don't agree with my sentiments? Oh, boo-hoo. Bite me. Am I the asshole for ghosting my girlfriend after she nearly killed the both of us? Posted by Reddit user Few Relative.
So, my girlfriend and I have been together for a little over 10 months now. We haven't had any heated arguments or fights, except for the fact that she keeps tickling me randomly, despite the fact that I've repeatedly told her to never do it again because I can act strangely to it, something from my childhood which I won't delve into. Now to get to the current situation, this week I've had my car returned from a paint job and some major look changes, and I was really satisfied with the results, so I took a day off from work and took my girlfriend on a short trip outside the city. We drove to a lake, ate some food, and relaxed for a couple of hours until it got pretty dark, and we decided to head back home to get some sleep, as I had to go to work the next day and she had an exam. On the way home, I started talking about how happy I felt with how the paint job turned out, and out of nowhere, she starts tickling me. I pushed her hand away and told her to stop, then she reached for my ribs with both hands and got me swerving off the road. Thankfully nobody was hurt, although my car got some deep scratches, but that doesn't even matter anymore as I already slowed down after her first attempt to tickle me. I'll admit that I told her, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" as soon as we stepped out of the car, and she started crying, but I couldn't care less as I felt as if my veins were about to pop. When we got home, I told her to pack her things and go to her best friend, but she threw a tantrum and begged me to forgive her for a little mistake. I didn't say a word, I simply stared in disgust and pointed to her luggage. After her friend picked her up, I tried to go to sleep but my mind was racing, so I barely got any rest. This happened on Tuesday and she's been blowing up my phone ever since, but I haven't answered any calls or texts and just blocked her. This led to her friend coming to my house and telling me to at least hear my girlfriend out. But I've told her to fuck off and leave me alone, which made her tell me that I'm more in love with a car than with my girlfriend. So am I the asshole in this situation? Should I talk to my girlfriend? I already feel like I can't trust her after what happened and that our relationship can't be fixed. Now for OP's update. So the past couple of hours have been insane, honestly. Before the actual update, I just wanted to sort some things out. I've seen people talking about this post being rage bait or fake. Honestly, I wish it was, but I actually needed to hear some opinions on what happened. Some people talked about me having anger issues. This is not true at all. I never snapped at her like this for tickling me, but in the rage of the moment, I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I might consider myself to be a calm person, but that doesn't mean I will laugh and giggle through stupid stuff. The actual crash happened at a speed that could have killed us if I swerved in the wrong direction. I was driving on a country road and could have frontally hit a car coming from the other direction, as the speed at which the crash happened was around 40 miles. The tickling part and childhood trauma, I've mentioned that to my ex-girlfriend around 3 months into our relationship, but as many pointed the obvious, I wasn't dating the sharpest tool in the shed and it took me a while to realize it, so I guess I might be a bit dumb as well. I think I might have misused the term ghosting. In my head, telling her to get out of my house was already a clear sign of our relationship status. Now to the actual update. After reading nearly all the comments, I took the decision to send my ex a message where I told her we should meet face to face. Some people suggested that I should file for a lawsuit, but my ex is still in university and her parents can barely afford helping her. She obviously has done an insanely dumb stunt, but I don't want to punish her parents for it. The car is in the process of getting fixed and I can afford it without major financial issues. Still, I took screenshots of her messages in order for me to have some proof in case the situation escalates. So, we met earlier at a coffee shop. She looked as if she's been crying for a long time, but it didn't change my mind at all. What shocked me was the fact that she leaned in for a kiss when she saw me, as if nothing happened. I stopped her and told her that we need to have a serious conversation. I explained that what happened wasn't because of the car itself, but because of her disrespecting my boundaries and not thinking for a second about what might happen if she did that thing. Besides that, I also felt disrespected by the fact that her best friend came knocking at my door to demand things, despite not having any rights to do so, which led me to ask my ex if she told her best friend the truth or if she lied about the situation. She said that she only told her friend that we had a small car crash and I'm pissed at her. Hearing that made me feel disappointed as hell, but I did my best to remain calm. I told her to tell the real story to her friends and family, and she raised her voice and told me that I'm accusing her of being a liar, something that led to a 15 minutes discussion about how the crash was solely her fault and how she put our lives at risk. I asked her if everything's clear to her about our situation and her response was, "Yep, 100%, can we go home now?" That honestly shocked me. I told her that there's no way we can be back together. I suggested she should be more careful and considerate with her future partner. Her reaction was all tears, shaking, begging me to reconsider my decision, but I just can't look at her the same. I explained again that for me, it wasn't a small mistake she made. It was a full-on stupid decision that shouldn't be done by an adult as it could have resulted in something deadly. She just thinks I'm exaggerating. This back and forth argument led to her asking if there's someone else in my life, and I'm just using the accident as an excuse. I denied and told her that she's too selfish to even realize that she broke my trust and disrespects me by saying this crap. I left the coffee shop feeling like I've been talking to a wall, but at least I can't say that I didn't try to have a conversation. An hour ago, her mom texted me asking what happened and I told her everything. I said that I don't want any money from them, but the only thing I'm asking is for my ex to keep her distance from me. She apologized for what her daughter did and wished me all the best. As for her friend, from my understanding she just came to my house without talking with my ex on whether she should do it or not, so I guess she just tried to be the main character in this whole story. Right now I'm preparing for work, but my chest isn't heavy anymore. In case anything will happen in the future, I'll keep everyone updated, but I hope it won't be the case. Thank you for helping me navigate this weird situation and thanks for all the kind messages. Hope everyone stays safe. Edit. Sorry if this wasn't the drama-filled update some people might have expected, but I came here with the desire to get some perspective on my situation and be as transparent as possible. I never intended to post this story for votes or anything like that.
Boundary issues aside, which is already a red flag, let's be honest, tickling someone while operating a vehicle has got to be one of the most stupid thing a person can do. Plus the fact that it's still not clicking with her that what she did could have sent you both to the shadow realm. That's an even bigger red flag, OP. It's almost as if she's actively trying not to listen or get it through her damn head. My God. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my channels for you to watch absolutely free. So please consider subscribing to me on Rumble and on YouTube. Both will be linked in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.